The Morgan Dollar series is, well, one of my favorites. It's the #1 collector coin in the country. We talk about it often, but they're all still fun conversations. The only good news is the last Morgan of 2024 is going to be out soon, those reverse proofs, and we're looking forward to it. But right now we're going to go back to our only southern mint, New Orleans, and spend a few minutes on this hoard we just picked up at the Pan Show. So a good friend of ours we've done a lot of business with over the last 30 years has been an accumulator. Goes to a lot of shows, spends a lot of time, but has a very, very good eye. And that's a great quality in this industry, and we all know that. So when he goes and sees coins of certain types that he likes, he buys them and sets them aside, and he accumulates. And we talk to him 3, 4, 5 times a year as that accumulation process goes. This time around, he decided to separate out the project that he was working on by the mints that he located the coins, i.e. where they came from. And this grouping we worked with him on, this group right here, are all uncirculated coins, all of them from the only southern mint that struck the Morgan, the New Orleans mint, that big O, the big easy. Right there, the mint mark above the D and the O in dollar defines it all. But look at the reverse. Told you, he has a very sharp eye and he pays attention to the detail, even though because of the weak strike traditionally seen on New Orleans Morgan dollars, it can be a complete beautiful uncirculated coin, just not a lot of detail on the breast feathers. It's the highest point on the coin. But again, the coins in this grouping are just wow, and it's a lot of fun. So the graphic is exactly where we're at tonight. We have at least 7 different coins in the grouping tonight. So we're happy to say if you want to buy 5, we'll get you 5 different dates, all of them from New Orleans. If you buy 7, you'll get 7. If you buy 8, love to have the sale, but it might be a duplicate of one of the 7. It's all a function of we have 7 of this, 15 of this, and all the orders get pushed together as they come in, etc. Now let's just talk about the Morgan dollar for a minute. Let's take a step back. It is that fabled silver dollar of the Wild West. It is our largest silver dollar to ever go into circulation. Actually, prior to this coin hitting the shelves, so to speak, of us as consumers in the late 1870s, we really didn't have a silver dollar in this country. We didn't have silver in this country. It was legal tender to use Spanish and or English coins in the United States until 1857. That's when they repealed the law, the Coinage Act of 1857. Why? Well, they found silver on the journey out west. So we're going to California to find gold, and on the journey, the Oregon Trail, we get stuck in Nevada crossing over the Rockies, and we discover the largest silver vein in the history of the United States. It is Virginia City, it is wild, and now we have silver. They petitioned to have a silver dollar made. Years later, they actually bring it all together. They hired George T. Morgan to design the coin. It's nicknamed the Morgan dollar. It's called the Liberty dollar, but it's nicknamed the Morgan dollar because he was the designer of it, and it's been that way ever since I've been alive. So at some point in history, we just switched over from Liberty to Morgan, and that's what we call it today. Even the U.S. Mint's 2024 coins are called the Morgan dollar. By the way, let's bring that up, shall we? This year, the government made 275,000 uncirculated Morgans, and we all jumped in. It was a wonderful thing, right? Uncirculated. And today, if you go on the Mint's website and you want to purchase that coin, you're looking at over $100 for the brand new one. Right now, we're going back in time 120 years or more, up to 140 years. Our coins span the 1880s, the 1890s, and the early 1900s. Knowing that the Morgan, again, was made from 1878 to 1904, 27 consecutive years, and then brought back in 21. However, New Orleans is the unique story mint. They started a year late because the mint was closed after the Civil War. They opened it in 1879 to help out with the need for silver with the westward expansion. It started in New Orleans, it went up the Mississippi, and it went west from there, right? It all started at that large port in the middle of the country. So they started making Morgans in 1879. They ended in 1904. They made 26 coins in all. And tonight we have about a third of them, when it comes down to it, available at this crazy price of just $69.95. Competition? Yes. Anywhere from $145 upwards of $189. And those are the exact dates you're seeing on your screen. And those dates are in this deal. So again, up to 7 different. We're just talking about owning a vintage New Orleans minted Morgan dollar. The real McCoys from the only Southern mint. Again, dating back to the 1880s, 1890s, early 1900s. So if you buy one, you'll get one. You buy two, you'll get 2 different dates, different years. And again, we have at least 7 different in this grouping from this gentleman, good friend of mine. And that's just going to make this even more fun. Because the quality is wow. The selection, the variety is wow. But tonight, the quality to price is even better. Now, in 2017, many of you might remember the 225th anniversary of the U.S. Mint. It was a very fun year for collecting coins, and they made a very special set called the Enhanced Uncirculated to commemorate the event. They also had a survey. What's going on, and what is your favorite? We've had 225 years of U.S. coins. What's your favorite? And is anybody surprised that over half the votes, so a large cent, a 2-cent piece, and a Kennedy half dollar is 3 votes, 3 different categories. If you add up all the other categories, the Morgan dollar beat them all together, cumulative. Now, on the other hand, look at what we've seen. In 2021, we brought back the 100th anniversary Morgan, right? Of which there was a New Orleans minted coin. We'll get to that in a second. They brought it back in 2023. It's again here in 2024, and it will be part of the U.S. Mint's production flow for 2025. We love the Morgan dollar. We love this big silver, the largest silver to ever circulate. By the way, that 2021 New Orleans with 175,000 known, the brand new one. Has anybody seen it for less than $250? Guys, give me a 30-second clock, please. Got to wind this down. Lots of activity on the phones. As always, thank you. Remember, the shopping cart is available at avccoins.com. Just stick it in there and go. And we'll let you know when we're close to a sellout as we're going through all of our items tonight. We want nobody to be losing out. We don't want to lose the sale. But tonight, vintage, original Morgans, uncirculated. Wow, as you can see on your screen. And tonight, yeah, we're significantly less than the brand new 2024 just released by the U.S. Mint in the last few months. That's special. This is the AVC way.